want to move on to the next segment, plug or unplug. For you or first-time listeners who don't know, plug or unplug is where I name a specific plugin, piece of gear, and you give me quick take on it. Plug if it's something you love, unplug if it's something you don't fuck with.
I love that.
Bypass or make inactive if like you've never used it and you don't really know too much about it. So don't feel bad if you didn't know because it happens all the time.
Okay.
So first one is a reverb plugin, UAD's Capital Chambers.
Yeah, never used. I actually own none of the UAD plugins.
Whoa.
Not a single one.
Do you like use?
Fun fact about me.
Do you use what do you use as an interface?
I use two X8Ps.
Wow. So
with,
you don't
with two like 8i interfaces too. So
you're in Logic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you use to like monitor and stuff? Are you like doing it in Logic?
Doing it in Logic.
Yeah.
Logic's great with monitoring. For me.
I'm like so sensitive to latency.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, and I'm such a console boy. Like I pretty much have all the UAD plugins.
Yeah. Yes. I just, it's the way I work. I just don't use console.
Yeah.
I hate the whole system.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's great. And if I spent 15 minutes trying to learn
I'd
be like,
it'd take 5 seconds.
Be like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb for not. I'm fucking stupid for not having done this.
I just like it because it's like I can also like have a really heavy session and I would have to worry about latency. And it's like I can also like I can have auto tune.
Yeah.
I can have all these things on it and just like not have to worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm just remembering.
Yeah.
I think I have one plugin and it's the 610 pre.
Yeah.
And I have it on all my synths channels and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because I think I probably have a couple, but I never use them.
Yeah.
They probably came free with my interface or whatever.
They
and then it flattened them in a way that was pleasing for me. And
you should check out and maybe buy, it was actually, so it was going to be the last plugin I was going to talk about, but I'll talk about it now.
Okay.
The UAD Neve 1073.
Yeah.
Which you've never used. So, but that to me, it's like, because for those of you who don't know, like the UAD consoles, like they have like, you can add like a preamp and it's like a digital preamp kind of a thing, but it acts like a regular one. But in my opinion, the UAD Neve 1073 version of that is like the best.
That's what I've heard.
Version of, we're running it right now on these SM7s.
Sick.
So,
hell yeah.
Running, and I have a real 1073, but I just, for the podcast we use this.
Right.
But yeah, no, I love the Neve 1073. And it's
I gotta get that. But you know what? There's strong 80% chance I probably have it.
Yeah.
Just I've never used it.
You might. You never know. It's good. And the Capital Chambers, just to get off that's like my personal like go-to.
Great things about it.
Yeah, it's like it lives on my template. It's usually like it's like my first verb that I'll try before like trying out other things.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know, it's good.
Maybe
good
just
vibey.
a Valhalla guy.
I mean, you don't think that's not on my template? Cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, next plugin. I'm curious if you know this one's a little bit more obscure. Baby Audio Spaced Out.
Baby Audio. Okay, is that the one? Oh, that's not Track Spacer.
No.
What is that?
So that's like a fun little
Baby Audio.
Yeah, Baby Audio is great. They make really fun, like super unique plugins. Okay. This one, it's a delay and reverb plugin, kind of all in one. Like not too different from like a Valhalla delay, but they kind of have a couple things on there. They call it like Stardust. That like
I'm starting to realize I've heard of this plugin.
Yeah, you probably.
I think I've seen a YouTube like video.
I'm sure.
Is it amazing?
It's not amazing. It's like I love to put it on synths. It's like I feel like it's just good sparkly. For like that. It's like hi-fi.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you want to go for like a hi-fi kind of delay, like use that. But I don't reach for it enough because it's like I'm always just like Valhalla delay.
Yeah.
Because like I just know that one so well. But then when I remember I have that one, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's like kind of sick.
Yeah.
And like does a different thing.
Right.
Than like the other ones.
H-delay is pretty much the only one I use.
Yeah, I mean H-delay is like the simplest of the simple delay.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
like it's just
guy.
but it's just like, it works. Yeah. That's how I feel about Valhalla delay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is just like simple and I know it. Exactly. And like, it's but when you're trying to do something different, on a guitar thing, it's a fun thing to have. Next plugin. I'm curious if you use this company. They're my personal favorite plugin company. Okay. Good Hertz Lossy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like a, what is it called? A channel strip setting saved where I can just click setting and then upload a channel strip and it automatically loads all these plugins that are like super creative and like really fuck with the sound. Right. And a lot of it's like Effect Track by Sound Toys and like even the fucking drip is on there.
Dude, drip is great.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just all sorts of weird things that just alter a sound a little bit. And I think, Lossy's towards the middle somewhere. And it's really cool. I think I used it at the end of one of the Maisie records from her album, but I don't use it too much.
Well,
I don't remember to use it too much. But when
yeah.
I do that channel strip setting, I remember that it exists, and I'm like, it is really cool.
Yeah. If you're a tape guy, maybe I'll cut this out. If you're a tape guy, you should check out Goodhertz Toop.
I use that
Yeah.
Dude, a Toop is on my live drums bus.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Like
It's
you open
so
up any
good.
project. Toop
And
is...
I dialed in a specific like setting that I love and feels universal.
Might have to.
Yeah.
No, Toop is like my favorite.
It's great.
It's
underrated. No one talks about Toop.
Have you gotten the new one that has like a flutter on it?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a beta version. You got to go. It's free.
Wow.
It's like if you can just get it if you have.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
is it a separate plugin or it like updates
it's a separate
your current
plugin?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like a separate one.
Sick.
So it adds like a flutter thing and then something else they added.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah.
And they added a couple other tape
I'm a huge
modules.
fan of Toop.
Dude,
okay, I have to get that.
Moving on to the next plugin here. Avalon. Oh, I'm sorry. Not plugin. Piece of gear.
Right.
Avalon, the VT737 tube channel strip.
Yeah, never owned it.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I recently saw a video on how it's like, this is the sound of the 2010s.
Yeah,
or like the early 2000s.
Exactly
They were like, this is the pop vocal sound.
Yeah.
And then it became such a thing that people like kind of stopped using it. But yeah, never owned one.
I've always hated it.
Really? It just sounded too like
it's
everything
too
else?
bright.
Yeah. Right.
It's too bright. And like that's what.
So it was like U87 with. That was like this sort of sound.
I hate
kinda.
U87s. I hate but I love 2010s pop music. But it's like I don't like that's not the vocal sound. I like warmer, grittier
100%
vocals, and you're not gonna get that with it.
Yeah.
It's great if like you're doing like a rap vocal.
Right.
Like that's what you want it to like kind of fit over the 808.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate that thing. So
yeah.
Just a personal take.
I've never even, I mean, I'm sure I've heard it unbeknownst to me, but never.
You've definitely heard it.
Yeah. Sure.
It's been on countless records. Okay, so funny enough, we were talking about this other plugin before.
Yeah.
The Arturia Tape Mellowfy.
Oh, obsessed. Huge fan. Actually, I got like an email. They were like, here's Arturia's free plugin.
Yeah.
Like whatever. It was probably like maybe a Black Friday, whatever. A while ago. But yeah, it just became, I loved it. The flutter and wow on that is like, my favorite.
Yes.
And I used to use just J37 for everything. I still use J37 a lot. But for WoW and Flutter in particular, if I want a WoW and Flutter, I use Tape Mellowfy.
For me, it's that or Sketch Cassette.
Yeah, Sketch
Cassette's
Cassette's great too.
Those are the two that I'm like, when I want WoW and Flutter, that's always what I'm going for.
When I want dropouts, I use Sketch Cassette. That's I
fun.
love how it's on the Atom shit. It sounds so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even the filter on it, and then the drive, I love. It's just a great plugin.
It's like a really and I'm so surprised that I thought I was gonna like educate you about this. Like, cool plugin, but I was wrong.
No, I randomly am so obsessed with it. I love it.
So funny. Curious if you've ever used one of these in a studio. Personal favorite of mine. An API 550A EQ, like the real one.
No.
Yeah. They're great. You ever use the plugin version of it?
No.
Yeah.
I used to. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's for our listeners and maybe you. It's like the 3-knob notched EQ.
Yes.
By API.
I have the API 2500 for my live drums.
Yes. Like you have a real one.
Yeah. I have a real
damn,
one.
sick. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
But the EQ is great. I like.
Do you use the UAD one?
I do use the UAD one a lot. I would love to get a real one. I just don't feel like the need to buy
you simply don't
need to. Like analog equalizers. I'm just like, I don't know if this is really needed.
Yeah, you don't.
But I love
So are you running it in console or don't they have like versions of the plugins now that you can use in your DAW? Is that mainly what you're using?
No, you can use it. All the other plugins in the DAW.
Okay, you can. Yeah. Give me, dude. I don't know what the fuck.
They now have the Spark thing where you don't need an interface.
Okay,
it runs off your own processor.
You can have a Focusrite interface.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Just use,
you can start using, and it doesn't run on the Apollo's DSP, which is great.
Sick.
But yeah, like even the Waves version of it is like super good. It does the thing.
I actually have that. Yeah.
I love putting it on guitars. It like. You can just like kind of notch up like the mid range a little bit, and you're just like, oh, there it is. Like that's what I want.
Sick.
It's like kind of good for that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
This next plugin is one we ask every producer on every episode because we get great and fun answers.
Okay.
CLA vocals.
Oh my God, dude. No, you know what? I'm generally not like involved in like the producer culture. I will hear things from like other people and like whatever. But I've heard so many. I think I saw like maybe Kenny Beats.
Kenny Beats is like he had like the famous take on it.
Does he shit on it or does he
shits
like
on it, but he uses it.
Oh, he shits on it, but he uses it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
I like that.
That's like kind of the funny thing.
That's
about
respectable.
It.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's
so okay. Wait, explain to me because I kind of know what it's like. 5 sliders, maybe.
5 sliders.
Are those EQ points? Like what are those?
It's like a low-ish EQ thing, a high-end EQ thing. Basically, it's like parallel compression.
Sick. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And then the last two are like different reverbs and then different delays.
Oh, interesting.
And then also, so it's actually 6, I guess. And then they have a stereo spreader.
Oh, that sounds kind of
dope.
No,
it's.
Wait, so what's your take?
I have a very love-hate relationship with it.
Okay, sick.
So there's like...
Do you use it often, by the way?
I used to use it on every record.
Wow, okay.
I since do not. But basically, my take on it is that there are certain records that call for it.
Okay.
Where like, if you're like, I use it like anytime, and I don't do many as often as I did now, but like, if I'm like doing like an EDM top line,
okay,
I am almost certainly putting CLA vocals on.
Wow.
Like, okay, I need it to be hyped against this like EDM thing.
Right.
Rock music, same thing. It's like when you think of like a rock vocal from like the 2000s to like the 2010s, it's like it's CLA vocals.
Right.
That's what the sound is.
Okay.
Or it's like I think our ears are just so used to it that like we think like that's what a good rock vocal sounds like. And you know, it was used on a ton of 2010 pop songs. Okay. Like it's like that sound.
Sick.
So it's
I want to try it.
You should.
I might literally love it.
It's listen, like if you listen to like all the episodes and it's pretty 50-50 split. People who fucking love it and people who are like, I can't stand it. And I'm in the middle. Where I'm like, when I hate it, I hate it. And when I love it, I love it.
Right.
So it's just like anything. It's so song dependent.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to use it on an Adam Meltzer song.
No.
But potentially everything else.
It would ruin it. I'm positive.
Yeah.
Because like his vocals are always so dark.
Parallel compression is like, I'm too lazy to route a parallel compression thing for real. Like an aux
but so many have mix knobs on it now.
That's what I'm saying. Like to use like even our comp, I think has a mix knob has been so helpful for me in terms of just my general laziness.
UAD and Waves for like their 76 and their LA2A ones, they all added mix knobs to it now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, this is super convenient.
And I usually use, I guess it depends on the song, but like a lot of times it's RVox.
Yeah.
And I don't think that has a mix knob on it.
No, it doesn't.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
They should do that.
Yeah. I use RVox on like every background vocal. It's like my main. I don't almost never use it on a main vocal.
What are you rocking on your
I'm going into like, I have my 1073 to my 1176, and then sometimes I'll route the 1176 to my LA2A. But I'm actually hitting my 1176 pretty hard. I'm going anywhere from
how much reduction are you getting usually?
I'm going anywhere from like 5 to 20.
Yeah, mine it will hit 20 just by name. Like sometimes you set it and you think you're going to exist in a range because you tell your vocalist, hey, can you sing a little so I can dial this in?
Yeah.
And then it always hits 20.
But then it sounds
Which,
good
by the way,
still.
20 is just the highest number, so maybe it might be 30.
And then when I'm in the box, I'm actually using another 1176.
Okay, sick.
So, but it's kind of just like it's doing way less.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of shaping it. And then I'm a big vocal clip gain guy.
Okay. What do you use for that?
Clip gain. Like, like manually fucking drawing it in. It's a pain in the ass to do in Logic, but you can do it.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
You have so much more patience than I do. You've posted a couple stories that made me go, oh, I'm not doing enough work. You posted a story about like manual de-essing, and I'm like, in no dimension that I exist in will I be doing that.
Yeah. I just like, it's because now it's like how I do it. And it's like, even I've learned that like, how do I say this? Like, I now will clip gain the vocal and de-ess the vocal as I'm comping it. So I actually find that it's like a little bit faster when I do it like that. Where it's like I'm already in the nitty gritty. Right. So I'll just like do it while I'm already here. And like I found that like that's actually the faster way to do it. You're a madman. You know what? It's just like once you start like doing it.
Yeah.
And I do I do a lot of like just separate vocal production gigs.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. It's just like I try.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. I've done like a lot of like just like only vocal production.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you have an OCD vibe to you with the vocals.
Sure, with the vocals, yeah.
With vocals.
Yeah,
which is understandable.
Yeah, I'm very particular about like pocket.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I'm just like annoying about it.
Good, yeah.
But
sick.
I think it's super important.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I've taken up so much of your time. This has been.
It has not felt like. How long has it been?
It's been 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do this for so long.
That's what I'm saying. I think everyone is like, I don't think we'll go that long. I was like, I
also just feel like I'm learning, and I don't actually hang out with like a lot of my friends aren't necessarily like producers.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like artists who like produce or whatever.
Yeah, like do the thing.
But it's sometimes I don't have the opportunity to get like nerdy or dive
Super
in. So
nerdy.
this has been really sick.
I know, dude.
I feel like I've learned a lot too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, same. It's just like, it's like why like I think these conversations go so well because we're just like having a conversation.
Yeah.
I would have